Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on my channel. It is Kevin here and this is a type of video I've never made before. I was watching one of Brooke Passmore's videos. If you don't know who that is, I'll go ahead and link her in the description below. She's a really great authortuber. And she did a beta reading vlog and I thought that'd be really fun to do as I have multiple books to beta right now. This video is going to be focusing on Natalia Leigh's new book, Pistol Daisy, which is not out yet. Obviously, if I'm beta reading it, it's not out yet. And it's going to be the first in a series. I can't remember how many books she has planned, but for some reason in my head, I'm thinking like 7, but I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. In my head, I'm thinking 7. I don't know why. She's put out a video requesting beta readers and I was lucky enough to be one of the ones chosen. I really love beta reading and I really love having beta readers because when you're writing a book, one of the things that you sometimes can miss are like, it's easy to look over things, right? Because in your mind, you can have all these holes filled out. Like you can have this point to this point, but in the middle, there might be all these holes. In your mind, you might be filling them in because like, oh, you wrote it, you know the story. However, when you have an outside force read through it, they can sometimes pick up on these holes, these plot holes, whatever, along the journey that you were just filling in. It's happened to me every time I have a beta reader. They're always like, oh, what about this? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's explained in my head because I wrote it. Or maybe I cut out a piece of a story and now it doesn't make sense, but like in my head it still makes sense because I had that piece written. So does that make sense? It makes sense, right? We're moving on. I have not yet started it. She says I believe it's around 40,000 words, so I should get through it pretty quickly. I'm hoping maybe 1 to 2 days of reading. I'm really hoping to get this done by Tuesday, so it could be my Tuesday video. It is currently Saturday. I think I can get that done. That's nothing. It's currently Saturday night, around 7:30. I am actually kind of a little tired already. So my guess is that a lot of this will be done tomorrow on Sunday. But besides that, I'm gonna get started on this. And I'm really excited because I've never done a beta reading vlog before. I'll go ahead and link her video in the description below that's talking about what her book is about, what this book's about. But I don't wanna give too much away. If you haven't watched it yet. But it's a Western, which I've never read a young adult Western before. Well, she says it's not necessarily young adult because it's kind of like a blurry line of what the genre is. So I'm not sure, but I've never read any Western except for Western graphic novel ones. So I'm excited because I was totally guessed really early on when I was watching her video that it was a Western because I was thinking in my head like, oh, she's been posting about Red Dead Redemption on Instagram or talking about it somewhere, and I was like, I bet you that inspired it. So then all of a sudden she was like, oh, it's a Western. I was like, girl, I got you. I'm gonna get started on this. It is a Western about a girl who's seeking revenge, I believe. I don't like to know too much about especially beta reading books before I jump into them. I like to just kind of like hit the ground running and see where I go. So I try not to like, I don't really want to rewatch that video. I like to be like, just punched in the face with the story. I'm gonna get started. I've been rambling for 3 minutes now, and we're gonna get going. As you can tell, it is now the next day, as I'm not wearing the same thing. It is Sunday. I got through the first chapter last night, and let me tell you, that first chapter is a doozy. It's the kind of first chapter that really draws you into a story and makes you want to keep reading, and so I really liked it. However, it's not a light chapter. It is a very heavy chapter. A lot of serious things happen in it. And so since I was already tired last night, I was like, okay, I just need to like take a step back and go to sleep and I'll continue tomorrow. I'm about to jump back in for today. So far it is very good. Like I said, it was just a heavy chapter. So I needed to step away since I was already tired anyway. She did send it with some trigger warnings and I appreciate those. I normally don't have a problem reading about certain things, but I did appreciate that she sent them with them because I see where some people could be bothered, and that's okay if it's not your kind of book to read. Again, it doesn't really bother me, but it was a very heavy chapter. Having said that, I'm gonna be jumping back in and reading some more and see if there's more heaviness. I'm pretty sure there is. I'm expecting to record a lot more than I have so far, but I'm just gonna be really honest, like the story kind of just got going after that first chapter. That kind of like gave me a hiccup. And I mean, the story starts going right out of the bat, like right out of the gate. But after that first chapter, like the story started going and I just like kind of started falling into it. And the next thing I know, I only have 3 chapters left of it, about 30 pages. And I haven't recorded any since I said I was going to start reading earlier. And I'm not really sorry about it. It's a really good book. I really like it. I am disappointed that it's shorter just because I really want to know the whole thing now. Like I wish that Natalia could just like bang it all out at once because I need it. That's my only thing about it. It's like, so like it's really well written. You can tell that she knows a lot about what she's talking about. Oh, you can see Damien in the background. Say hi.
Hi.
You can tell that she knows what she's talking about. and it's just really good. And like I said, my only thing right now is that I wish it was longer. I'm not gonna follow her for that because this is the story she wants to write. But I'm just like, Natalia, write those other ones faster, please. I need them. Did you say there was gonna be 7? Because I feel like you said there was gonna be 7 of them. And if so, I need all 7 right now. Did I make that up? I might have made that up. I know she's currently working on book 2, and I'm just like, when can I get my hands on that one? Because I need it. However, even though I only have 3 chapters left, I am very tired. It's about 8 p.m., which doesn't sound late to people, but I get up for work at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm about to go to bed, but I'm definitely gonna finish this tomorrow. I have about 30 pages left. Like I said, about 3 chapters, about 30 pages. And I'm super excited to know how this one ends. Because I have a feeling, I could be wrong, but I have a feeling it's gonna end on a cliffhanger. That seems like something she would do. We'll see though. For tonight, I'm gonna take my little fur baby, little Alfalfa, who is very angry right now. Why are you so angry? Say hi. Say hi to the camera. Hi to the camera. It's obvious I'm very tired. Also, it is super freaking hot in LA tonight. I'm just sweaty and gross. That's it for tonight, and we'll catch back up tomorrow. Hello everybody, it is now Monday, which means that I'm going to finish the book today. I just got home from work and it was really hot in LA and I was not expecting that today, so I wore a sweater. I was like super gross, which is too TMI, I know. First thing I had to do when I got home was shower because I just felt really gross, but I've done that and I've played with Alfalfa a little bit. Now he's begging me for wet food even though it's not his time and he knows that. I'm gonna ignore him and jump back in. I only have 30 pages left, right? About 3 chapters, 30 pages, and I plan on getting it done in one go. So here we go. I just finished and let me tell you that ending, like I said yesterday, my only complaint is that they're not long enough. I need more Daisy. I have a theory based on the ending and like the last like couple chapters, a few chapters, I was like, okay, I think I see some foreshadowing that Natalia is doing here. And then at the end, I was like, so one of my guesses was correct as to what's happening next. And the other one was like, is it this? And so I put that down in the as a comment. I don't think she'll answer me because that'll be a spoiler. I have some theories. For this one, Natalia, she said that for the last one, Song of the Dryad, her last book, Song of the Dryad, she put questions at the end of each chapter. I didn't beta read that one. That was back before I was really into authortube, and so I didn't really know anybody. She put comments at the end of each chapter, but in this one, she did them all at the end. Now, if you are either beta reading or if you are looking for beta readers, I think both of these styles are effective. If there's something that you think needs to be addressed on a chapter level, I think it's good to put them at the end of chapters. If you have a running theme in your book that you think needs to be like worked on throughout the entire thing, you can put that question at the very beginning. Like for instance, I've sent a manuscript to a friend before to beta and I was like, hey, can you keep an eye out on his voice? I don't remember exactly what it was because I'm not sure if it's consistent enough or something like that. So I think all these styles work. For this one, Natalia put all the questions at the ending. So I'm about to look at those right now and we will come back after I'm done questioning. After I'm done questioning them, we'll be back in a second. I just finished with the questions that Natalia put at the end of the document, which I thought were perfect questions. She asked me, well, she asked all the beta readers, she's not personally talking to me, but she asked a lot of great questions that I think that next time I get a beta reader, I will put some of those same questions at the end. I've never read a Western novel before. I think I said it earlier in the video. The only Western thing I've ever really read was a Western graphic novel that I wasn't really a big fan of. I have watched some Western movies for one of my film as literature courses in college and I wasn't really a fan either. So I went into this story with an open mind because I love exploring new genres and things like that. And I've never actually read a Western, so I thought maybe I'll end up liking it. So I wasn't sure. I went in with an open mind, but I was a little skeptical. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little skeptical. However, if all Westerns are written like Natalia's, which I feel like I know that they're not, because I know like a lot of Westerns, at least old Westerns, like really male-centric, and I don't need a bunch of straight male-centric. Hey, don't play with that. Alfalfa is hitting my camera. Oh, there goes his tail. Okay. Can you put your butt down, please? Thanks. However, it was so good. Like, you may hear the synopsis, or you may hear it's a Western, or you may hear just whatever and think like, oh, that's not for me, blah, blah, blah. But I will ask you as a fellow reader to please branch out. You will be surprised by the things that you end up liking. I had a feeling I would like it because I really like Natalia and I just like, I don't know, I just had this feeling, right? I had this feeling that I'd like it, but I was surprised by how much I liked it. And so I'm asking you as a fellow reader to branch out. You never know what you might end up liking. And I will say that when this book comes out, you should definitely add it to your TBR. Damien's coming home. Damien's now home, so I'm gonna wrap this video up. You can see Alfalfa in the background, being his little self. Like I said, I think that when this book comes out, even if you think it doesn't sound like your jam, I think everyone should give it a chance. I really do. It was such a solid, good story, and something I really liked about Daisy, the character, is that you really get a sense of who she was and who she now has to become to survive. And that I really, really liked and I really enjoyed. I really liked, I don't want to give anything away. I don't want to give anything away, so no spoilers, but I don't know what to say without spoiling it, so I can't say anything, but I just really like this arc of, you can see there is a progression of who she is and who she was. And I really like that. There's more I want to say, but I won't say because it is a spoiler. Natalia, you did a good job. If you're watching this, you did a good job. I really enjoyed it. It's a great book. Definitely go subscribe to Natalia. I'll put her link in the description below, but I'm guessing that if you're watching this video, you probably already subscribed to her, but I'm gonna go ahead and put her in the description below anyway. Go watch her. She's very nice and amazing and a sweet person and a great writer. But with that, I'm going to end this video. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you love the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any more of my videos. I try to do 2 videos a week. Usually I'm writing, sometimes some other stuff. I have some other stuff planned coming out as well, so who knows what you're gonna find. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.
I know the book.